the Porsche Cayman S. A dream for most kids and adults. And we managed to get one for just £5,000. But, like with any cheap car, there's a catch.
I'm just looking at this. 126. That's what it's worth.
And on that note, join us for part 1 of the Cayman rebuild. So we've just taken the wheels off, and Darren, in his almighty wisdom, has lost the locking wheel nut.
I mean, we literally took it out of the car like 5 minutes ago. Did I put it on a wheel? Yeah, I did. There we go. Smart.
Alright, now we've got all 4 wheels off. Not too many issues, apart from the coolant hose leaks in here. So far, there's plenty of inspecting left to do. Alright, so we are removing the exhaust, and we thought it'd be prudent to show you what these bolts look like.
And they don't really look like bolts.
What the hell is even that? Well, I imagine that started life out as a...
What, a 13?
13? It's looking like a 13.
And now it's...
I don't know what that is.
It's nothing.
That's a nothing. So today we have removed the exhaust.
Drive shaft.
Drive shafts are out there.
We've removed ball joint. We need a new ball joint here.
Right, new ball joint here. Darren fucked that one up with a hammer. And whilst Darren's waffling on about stuff you don't want to hear about, the next job for us is figuring out how to drop the engine and transmission. So here we are looking at the underside of the car, just trying to figure out how the engine and transmission are attached, and after having a look at all the bolts and everything, we decided it would probably be best if we drop the transmission first, and then once we've got the transmission out we can go back, look at the engine and figure out how to get that out. So we started by having a look around the whole transmission to assess what bolts were in place, and then once we were confident that we sorted it out properly, we put our genuine Porsche transmission jack in place, only to realise we had not done it properly. So we took the car back up, and then after 2 hours of deliberation, Darren came back and successfully managed to remove the transmission. So here we are, one genuine Porsche 987 transmission out of the car. Just taking apart the engine. I was going to provide you with a little update when we were finished, but we've come across something minor that we thought might be funny to share. It's going to be a little bit difficult to show you, but can you see that?
This explains why all the sound deadening foam was all balled up.
Basically,
I think we had a friend living in here.
something's been living in the engine bay of the Cayman S.
Right, there is an A.
Which stands for?
Starter motor. You go. Have you only just started filming it?
No. Oh,
Yeah, you have. Yeah, right. Okay. So. Aim of the game today is inlet manifolds off, get the loom off, all coolant hoses and everything that's attached. Ideally, we want to be getting off the heads, stripping down to the block. All we know is it doesn't work how it should. On this plug, which we'll whip off.
This could be a bag of its own.
Yeah. We go throttle body, shall we?
Yeah.
If we'll get it in the bag.
This should go in one of our bigger bags. Absolutely. Problem number uno.
Problem number uno. So we've now stripped off basically everything ready to get these heads off. We thought we'd manually turn it over to see how it's doing. Now, if Chow doesn't mind bringing the camera in close to here, this is our all filler, so this is our crankcase. And if I manually turn over, we've got a hissing sound on most compression cycles.
I think we can hear that.
That's quite... I'll do one more. which says to me that the piston rings are letting by, so we're losing compression. So if it wasn't this engine, we'd be saying we need a new set of piston rings and away we go. But because it's this engine, they're prone to bore scoring. It's most likely we've got bore scoring going on. Now, we're not going to know until we strip it down. So we'll crack on, strip it down, and see what we've got.
See what we've got.
Guide rail's there. Goes over our chain. Bar that, still don't really have much of a fucking clue what we're doing. Need a pair of hands.
All the techniques used here by Darren are, of course, in the Porsche.
Highest quality.
From the official Porsche manual. I don't want anyone saying otherwise. Looks like my video might be getting cut short here.
I'm gonna need a pair of hands.
I'm going to need help, Darren. So what we were trying to avoid, which was just showing you afterwards, is going to happen. So I'll see you.
It's definitely gonna happen. He's coming off.
I'll see you when the head's off.
And see where our tap might have been coming from. So anybody who's got a keen eye, we can see, you know, we've got some carbon built up there on the valves. It kind of gets worse and then it goes to...
If you take your torch off, I'll be able to show just how black that is.
Yeah, just how black
the
that is.
difference there.
Now, as well, we've got this.
Take your torch with it, it's just blinding it a little bit. Now let's show them what the other ones look like. Just for when you do your explanation, go on.
So, because we're clean, if we go to cylinder 6 now, watch your head. So, see the shiny bit up top along with that nice bit of scoring? One thing I do know that isn't good is if the piston touches the head of the engine. I have to cut this bit.
New video?
No, we can join it. But what happened was my brain didn't make the words.
This could make the final edit, we'll see.
Looking back through the history of this car, it has had this for
A very long
a
time.
very long time. There was a service which was done by a Porsche dealer which they said it had a tapping noise, and that was about 45,000 miles ago, which means this isn't a new problem. But nonetheless, it's still a problem. It's safe to say this is going to be a full rebuild and a different car, hopefully, when it's done. Hopefully different in a good way, not different in the fact that it now doesn't move. So I just took this coil back out, and it's
For
I
reference.
I don't know whether anyone done spot the difference at school when they were younger, but this seems to be a problem. If you imagine how fuming you'd be, right? So you're just doing a service. I mean, this just shows the last time it was serviced. But imagine you're doing a service on this engine. You pull the coil back out, and it's still stuck in there, and it's in the car, and you're just imagine the guy being Friday afternoon. That's satisfied. Rubber bit, and that goes chain guide up top
Like that, so it's the top chain guide
on near side,
on the offside.
on the offside.
It's a bit of an update. We now got the block into. As reference, we've got a cylinder 6, 5, 4. We'll see now which way around we are.
Here we've got scoring.
So, potentially part of the problem. Not full diagnosis yet, but yeah, essentially. So you see the scoring, that is on number 6.
It's been hitting all on the top.
No
there.
scoring on 5. You see that's quite...
You've got a bit chipped off.
I think my light's actually taking up a lot of that big. You can see how there, a lot of scoring.
Excessive down the end there.
Oh, yeah. Full reference, it should look a
And we got light to none on the others.
light scoring. So that's what light scoring looks like. And that is what horrific scoring looks like. Okey-dokey.
Right, so we're all done for today.
For today.
I'm done in general. we've split the block. We've got the excessive bore scoring on number 6, and it looks like it's been whipping. Now we did measure; it's 0.5 millimetre smaller than the other pistons. Whether that's the thing that's caused it, we're not too sure. We need to research and get to the root of why it's done it, so we can make sure we replace everything which has caused the problem, so we don't end up pulling this engine out again and doing it all again, really. So just trying to save ourselves that. So yeah, we're going to split that. You know, there's a bit more to dive into here, but we're at the root of the cause, and a bit of research, we'll come back to it. That's definitely going to have to be sent off for liners.
Yeah, so we haven't explained what we're doing, are we? Are we explaining about reboring the cylinder?
Yeah, but we need the liners in. That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah.